I still feel the leather belt on my skin. I remember me and my brother being under the table just shaking and screaming, don't hit us anymore, what have we done wrong? This was the basic way for us to be beaten by our father. So this was actually the atmosphere in the house when he was present. And of course, we lived in the countryside, very poor area. A lot of field work, like I had to go to cultivate vegetables, to take care of animals, take care of my younger brothers and sisters, being like a full-time mom, but in the same being at school. I was living this life until I was 19. So basically very early, I took the leadership in my family and tried to make everybody feel good and happy about themselves until I realized that that's not the burden that I should carry all my life. I'm telling you all this not to complain, because inside my soul I know I'm healed. I'm telling you this that it doesn't matter where are you in this life right now and what happened to you. You can shift it around and you can make it amazing and great, and that has to do with your inner power, your inner shift and your inner energy. I started to work with myself in 2011. I was only 24 when I had a spiritual awakening. It was a shocking one because usually the spiritual awakenings are coming like that. I have created a business with no money. I borrowed 10,000 euros from friends, family and so on, and I bought this beauty salon in this desperation of getting rid of the burden that I had it on my shoulder, because I told you about the violence in my family, the poorness, where we had days when we had no money for food. But one day after I was leaving the city and I left my family behind, my mom was beaten to death. And the only option she had to come to me. Suddenly I had to take care of 6 family members with rent, food and everything. My job, it was paying but not that much, so it was really, really hard. Going back to the business story, I just decided that I want to buy this salon, and I didn't look at any details. I just wanted to give my mom something to do and just release myself. And it was a big mistake because I lost everything in 2 months. The papers weren't in order. The company that I bought without lawyers had debt. And basically I lost the money, the beauty salon, and I had a huge emotional shock. That shock led me to 2 shamans because I was taking all the medical path possible. Everybody was saying you are super healthy, there is no problem with you. So starting to work in alternative medicine changed my life, and I have decided to work with them for 6 months. They healed my energetic body, they give me diet, I became vegetarian, and all the things started to align for me for the spiritual path. Since then, I have studied a lot and I have shifted my life so much. I have achieved things that I would never believe I would be able to do, and the way I think now in a big way, it's amazing. My biggest achievement, of course, it's my son. It's one of the most beautiful vibrations and love legacy that I can receive from the divine, but also a lot of material things in terms of I have manifested my house in 14 days. I was so surprised to see that I can do the process so fast because the first time I failed when I did it. Then I had so many things happening in my career. My spiritual academy was thriving. I hit 7-figure in business in my home country. I materialized houses, cars. I still am constantly on TV several times a week. My social media, it's impacting more and more people. And after I got married and I had the baby, I went through a transformation because, moms always do that. As a mompreneur was very hard for me because I had always this conflict of manifesting my mission but also taking care of my baby. In that moment I was thinking it's so easy for men, like women have it even much more harder than you can believe. So I was watching my male competitors, I don't see them as a competitor, but this is the word that comes to my mind, how they are thriving, their communities are going up in the sky, and I was like, I have to babysit and breastfeed. So therefore I realized that this conflict is not helping me. I solved it inside. I loved my son even more, and I realized that now that he's older, I can get back and do what I meant to do. Also, my spiritual mission has shifted in in a way that it's now complete, I think, and that's to create spiritual awakening globally. I've been launching some amazing books on Amazon, like The Blissful Leader, which helps you to shift your energy from inside in the leadership style and also to create balance. I have created a mandala book, which is absolutely lovely. Everybody's crazy about that book. Also, I am so fan of speaking on stages. I see myself all the time on huge stages with thousands and thousands of people because speaking is one of my gifts. I even remember that maybe sometimes I felt like I'm ahead of my time and maybe not in the right country, because when I was on TEDx stage, it was 2016, and I just wanted to lift everybody up and ask them to do a meditation together, and the organizers said no. Now in 2024, I see a lot of people speaking on TEDx doing inner work, doing meditation with the audience. So like, I was doing this a long time ago. Maybe I was ahead of my time. Now my mission is to impact as many people as possible. I have launched my brand globally. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. There are a lot of challenges because I'm a new woman in this huge world, but I'm sure with the right divine guidance, with the right people around me and the right partners, I'm gonna make great things, as I always do. And of course, I am a goddess of manifestation, so I'm sure that all the techniques that I'm going to put together to manifest this whole new life of mine, it's already happening. Maybe when you see this video, most of them are already in physical world. So this is my story. I have so many elements to share with you, but I just want to stop here and remember, share the light, share your light.